Don't skip this video, and stop scrolling right now. Today we're talking about a very interesting coin from post-war Europe, the 1950 Germany 10 Pfennig. We're going to cover its history, design, mintage, mint marks, and of course, its value. So make sure you watch until the end. Let's start with a little history. After World War II, West Germany introduced a new currency in 1948 to 1949 called the Deutsche Mark. The earliest coins in 1949 were issued under the name Bank Deutscher Länder. But in 1950, the design changed to reflect the newly formed country. Instead of the old inscription, the coin now reads, Bundesrepublik Deutschland, which means Federal Republic of Germany. This change represents the official identity of West Germany at that time. Magnifying glass tilted right, let's talk about the design. On the front of the coin, you'll see a beautiful oak leaf design. The oak leaf is a traditional German symbol representing strength, endurance, and stability. Below it, you'll find the year, 1950. On the reverse side, there's a large number 10 in the center, representing 10 Pfennig. Below that, it says, Pfennig, and surrounding the number is a simple agricultural-style wreath design. The design is clean, simple, and symbolic, very typical of early post-war German coinage. Factory mint marks and mintage. Now let's talk about mint marks, because this is important. In 1950, these coins were produced at several different German mints, D equals Munich, F equals Stuttgart, G equals Karlsruhe, J equals Hamburg. If your coin has a D mint mark, that means it was made in Munich. Across all mint marks combined, more than 1 billion 10 Pfennig coins were produced in 1950 alone. For example, the Hamburg Mint, J, struck over 400 million coins. Because of these very high mintage numbers, this coin is considered very common. Money bag, what is it worth? Now for the big question, what's the value? If your coin is heavily worn from circulation, it's typically worth around, backhand index pointing right 5 to 10 cents in US value. If the coin is in better condition, such as very fine, VF, or extremely fine, it could sell for, backhand index pointing right around $1 to $1.50. If you happen to have one in uncirculated condition with strong detail and minimal wear, it might be worth a bit more, but this is not a rare or high-value coin. This is a common circulation piece, and value mainly depends on condition. Currency exchange. A quick note about the German mark. The Deutsche Mark was one of the strongest and most respected currencies in Europe before the euro was introduced. Germany maintained strong financial credibility, which is why collectors often appreciate German coinage. However, just because a coin is old or European doesn't automatically make it rare or extremely valuable. Pushpin final verdict. So if you have a 1950 Germany 10 Pfennig coin, heavy checkmark, it has strong historical importance. Heavy checkmark, it features a symbolic and meaningful design. Heavy checkmark, it was minted in very large numbers. Heavy checkmark, and its value depends heavily on condition. It's a great piece for any world coin collection, but it's not a hidden treasure worth thousands of dollars. Deep into the world of German coins, and we're talking about the 1977 Germany 10 Pfennig with the G mint mark. If you have this coin in a golden, shiny condition, you'll definitely want to watch until the end, because we're covering its history, mint mark, condition, and current market value in US dollars. Let's get started. Classical building history and background. This coin was issued by the Federal Republic of Germany, West Germany, in 1977. During this time, Germany had one of the strongest economies in Europe, and the Deutsche Mark was a very respected and stable currency. The 10 Pfennig coin was used for everyday transactions. It was small change, something people carried in their pockets without thinking twice. But today, decades later, it has become a collectible piece of numismatic history. Factory. The G mint mark explained. Now let's talk about the mint mark. If your coin has a G on it, that means it was minted in Karlsruhe, one of the 5 major mints operating in West Germany at the time. The 5 West German mints were Berlin, D. Munich, F. Stuttgart. G. Karlsruhe. J. Hamburg. Each mint produced millions of coins every year. In 1977, the 10th Pfennig coin was struck in large quantities, which is why it is considered very common today. Sparkle's design and golden appearance. The design is classic and symbolic. On the obverse, front, you'll see a detailed oak leaf branch, a traditional German symbol representing strength, endurance, and unity. Around it, it reads, Bundesrepublik Deutschland. And below, the year 1977. On the reverse, there's a large number 10, with the word Pfennig underneath, surrounded by a simple wreath design. If your coin has a golden color and a bright shine, that usually means it has been well preserved or lightly circulated. The original brass composition gives it that attractive golden tone. Money bag current market value, in US dollars. Now let's talk about what it's worth. If the coin is in circulated condition, showing normal wear from use, it typically sells for, backhand index pointing right around 15 to 30 cents, USD. If it's in extremely fine, XF, condition, with strong details and minimal wear, it may reach, backhand index pointing right around 30 cents. Pushpin final verdict. The 1977 G Germany 10 Pfennig is, heavy checkmark a historical West German coin. Heavy checkmark a symbol of a strong European economy. Heavy checkmark attractive in golden, shiny condition. Heavy checkmark but very common in the collector market. It's a great addition to any world coin collection, especially if it's in beautiful condition, but it's not a hidden treasure worth a fortune. If you'd like me to cover the top rare German 10 Pfennig coins and their highest values, let me know in the comments. Clapperboard coin number 3, Netherlands Beatrix 5 cents 1991. Today, we're going to explore a small coin that may look ordinary at first glance, but carries history, culture, and collector interest behind it. This is the Netherlands 5-cent coin from 1991, issued during the reign of Queen Beatrix. The 5-cent coin featuring Beatrix was first introduced in 1980 after her coronation. She ruled the Netherlands from 1980 until 2013, making this coin part of an important modern era in Dutch history. Small blue diamond design details. On the obverse, you'll see the elegant portrait of Queen Beatrix facing sideways, along with the inscription Beatrix Koningin der Nederlanden, which means, Beatrix, Queen of the Netherlands. On the reverse, the design is clean and modern. A large number, 5, dominates the coin, surrounded by vertical lines. This minimalist style reflects modern Dutch artistic design rather than traditional symbols. Small blue diamond specifications. This coin is made of copper-plated steel and has a diameter of 21.5 millimeters. It has a slightly golden or brass-like shine, which makes it visually attractive despite its small value. Money bag. How much is it worth? Now let's talk about value. In general, the 1991 Netherlands 5-cent coin is considered very common. Most circulated examples are worth between 10 to 34 cents, depending on condition. Coins in uncirculated or mint condition are usually worth more than worn or damaged ones. However, there have been online claims that a 1991 uncirculated coin sold for $15,000 at a major auction. In reality, such a high price would only be possible if the coin had a rare mint error or extraordinary grading. Regular 1991 coins typically do not sell for thousands of dollars. Anchor historical significance. Although it may not be extremely valuable in terms of money, this coin carries historical importance. It represents the reign of Queen Beatrix and a period of stability in the Netherlands before the country transitioned fully to the euro currency in the early 2000s. For collectors of world coins and European currency, it remains an interesting piece of modern numismatic history. Sparkle's conclusion. So, while the Netherlands 5-cent 1991 coin may not make you rich overnight, it is still a meaningful collectible with cultural and historical value. If you have one in your collection, take a closer look at its condition, because in coin collecting, even small details can make a big difference. Clapperboard last coin, France 5 euro cent, early Euro era. Wait, don't underestimate this tiny coin. At first glance, it may look like simple pocket change. But this small France 5 euro cent coin represents one of the biggest financial transformations in modern European history. Today, we're diving into the story, history, and potential value of this fascinating piece of currency. Euro banknote: the birth of the euro. In 1999, Europe made history. Multiple countries came together to create a unified currency system, the euro. France officially adopted the euro, replacing its historic French franc. Although the euro began as a digital currency in 1999, physical coins and banknotes entered circulation in 2002. The 5 euro-cent coin became part of an 8-denomination system ranging from 1 cent to 2 euros. It may be one of the smallest denominations, but its historical importance is far greater than its face value. Magnifying glass: tilted right design and symbolism. On the national side of the French 5 euro-cent coin, you'll find the elegant image of Marianne, the national symbol of the French Republic. Marianne represents liberty, equality, and fraternity, the core values of France. Her modern artistic portrait reflects both tradition and progress. On the reverse side, common to all euro-cent coins, you'll see the inscription, 5 euro-cent, along with a map of Europe, symbolizing unity among European nations. The coin is made of copper-plated steel and has a warm golden shine, giving it a distinctive appearance despite its low denomination. Money bag auction and market value. Now let's talk about value, the part everyone is curious about. In general, most France 5 euro-cent coins are considered common and are worth only a few cents above face value, especially if they have been circulated. However, when a coin appears at a prestigious auction house such as Heritage Auctions, excitement builds. The final auction price depends on several key factors. Condition: is it mint state or circulated? Rarity: low mintage or special variation? Mint errors, misprints, off-center strikes, or unique flaws? Demand from collectors. A perfectly preserved, uncirculated coin with exceptional grading can attract strong bidding interest. But it's important to understand that ordinary circulated examples typically do not sell for extremely high prices. Sparkle's historical significance. What truly makes this coin remarkable is not just its metal or design, it's the story behind it. This coin represents France's transition into a new era of economic unity. It marks a turning point when European nations strengthened their cooperation through a shared currency. For collectors and numismatics enthusiasts, owning an early euro coin is like holding a piece of modern European history in your hand. Direct hit conclusion. So, as this France 5 euro-cent coin heads to auction, it carries more than monetary value. It carries history, symbolism, and the spirit of European unity. The question is, who will become its next owner? Because sometimes, even the smallest coin can tell the biggest story. If you enjoyed this numismatic journey, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more hidden treasures from around the world.